Hey guys, it's Fidan. Today we're going to be making lasagna rolls. I've made lasagna before and you can go check the video out if you want. But this is going to be different. It's almost the same recipe but it's just a different way of making it. It's super simple and delicious. So without any further ado, let's get on to making it. First we're going to make the meat sauce. For that, here I have a saucepan. Into it I'm going to pour in around 2 tablespoons of olive oil and half a cup of onions chopped. Along with it, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of ginger chopped and 1 teaspoon of garlic chopped. Then saute that for a few minutes. Not until it's golden brown, but you just need it to get soft and cooked. Once that's done, I'm going to add in half a kg, that's 500 grams of minced chicken. This is chicken breasts, and instead of chicken you can also use beef or mutton, just minced beef or mutton. Any sort of minced meat will do fine. Then just keep breaking and cooking it until it's white in color like this. And at this point you can add in the spices: 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, salt as per taste, 1 teaspoon of pepper powder and 1 teaspoon of oregano or Italian herbs. Just mix that around and incorporate all the spices into the chicken. Then we can add in 1.5 cups of tomato puree. So you have two options. You can either use store-bought tomato puree or you can just puree 2 large tomatoes at home. And it's always better to use fresh tomatoes because they're going to be more tastier. But if you want, you can go ahead with store-bought tomato puree. Just stir that around a little bit, and into it I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. This is optional, just to add in a little bit of color. Mix that around, and into it I'm going to add in parsley. So I'm going to add in a really generous amount of parsley because it doesn't make a lot of difference, but it's just going to make the meat sauce more tastier. So you can add in as much parsley as you want. If you want, you can also reduce the amount. I've added in a whole 1 cup of parsleys. You can also add capsicums and any other vegetables you like. Once that's mixed around, I'm going to close the lid and cook it for around 5 minutes or until the water content in the meat sauce has dried out. So as we're making lasagna rolls, we need to make sure there's no water in the meat sauce, neither in the bechamel sauce. They should be really stiff and thick. Then you can set that aside. Next, I'm going to be making the bechamel sauce. So take another saucepan, add in around 2 tablespoons of butter or ghee. Let that melt down, and into it I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. So since we want the bechamel sauce really thick, you need to add 2 whole tablespoons of flour. We don't need any water content in this. You need the sauce to be really thick. Only then will it not leak out of the rolls. Once you've incorporated the flour with the butter, gradually pour in the milk. I have 1 cup of milk. I'm just going to slowly keep pouring that while stirring. So since it's flour, it's going to start forming lumps really quick. That is the reason you need to slowly pour in the milk and mix. And as you're mixing, you'll see that the batter gets thick. The mixture will start getting thicker and thicker because of the flour. And once it comes to this really thick consistency like this, you can off the flame and add in pepper powder and salt as per taste. Mix that around, and then I'm also going to add in half a cup of cheese. Cheese is optional. You can add it only if you want, or you can avoid it also, but if you add cheese, it's going to be way more tastier. I'm going to mix that around a little bit, and there the bechamel sauce is ready. Next, we need to cook the pasta. For that, here I've taken my lasagna sheets, and the instructions are written on the back side, so you can just follow the instructions on the packet for your lasagna sheets. But I'm also going to show you how to do it right now. Here I've taken out the sheets, and also take some water in a pot like this. Add in salt and pour in a little bit of olive oil. Then you can add in 1 sheet by 1. And slowly push it down without breaking it. Keep it in there for around 5 minutes, and once it's around halfway cooked and really soft like this, you can take it out of the water. And let's start assembling. For that, here I'm greasing my pan with some oil and setting that aside. Next, here I've taken out all the ingredients, the bechamel sauce, the cheese and the meat sauce. I also have the pasta here. First, I'm just going to lay down the pasta sheet like this, the lasagna sheet. Take some bechamel sauce and spread it onto the lasagna sheet, just like that. And on top of that, put your meat sauce. Spread it out like this. Then sprinkle on your cheese. I'm just using shredded mozzarella cheese. You can use any cheese you want. Then just start rolling it. Do not press it down. You just need to slowly and lightly roll it on top like this. If you press it, the fillings are going to come out and it's going to be a whole mess. So slowly just roll it like this. And then keep it onto your pan, which we greased with oil. And there we've rolled our first lasagna. You need to do the rest in the same way. Just completely finish doing the rest of it. And we'll come back. So here I've done all of the lasagna sheets in the same way. And I'm going to keep that onto the steamer. Here I have my steamer bowl. So you need to cover the pan with foil paper in case any steam water falls onto the lasagnas. It's going to be a mess. So make sure you cover it and then keep it onto the steamer bowl. Once that's done, keep it on top of boiling water. Close the lid and steam it for around 20 to 25 minutes. And after steaming it, here I've let the lasagna cool down a little bit. Then I'm going to remove the foil paper and serve the lasagna. It's that simple. It's really easy to make, easier than normal lasagna, and they're just super delicious. You can see all the layers and the roll is super gorgeous. I hope everybody tries this recipe out. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also ring that notification bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Love cooking. Bye bye.